Good morning. I wanted to let you guys know what is going to be happening over the next 2 months. So we are in the last week of August right now. So I'm going to have a in-person market on August 29th at the Waterfront Botanical Gardens, which is located in Louisville, Kentucky. That's 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm going to have a ton of moss bags and I'll have some cloaks with me. But I really wanted to get on here and let you guys know what is coming up for September and October because these are my big, heavy market months. So a lot of these markets are things that I have signed a year in advance. So I have to make time to crochet the items that they are expecting me to bring. So that's a lot of my felted crochet woodland creatures, my magical creatures, my goblins, a lot of my amigurumi plushies. So I'm going to have to focus on those more than my online orders. So you're probably only going to see one pre-order batch of cloaks and collars go online in September and also one that comes open at the beginning of October. So all of those orders and those batch orders should all be able to be delivered before Halloween in case you're wanting any of these items for your Halloween costumes or cosplays, whatever it is. So that means you're going to find me, especially if you live in Louisville, Kentucky, around town at any of these markets. The main place you're going to find me, it is my home base, and that is the South End Community Market. That market is located at Iroquois Park next to the playground, the Splash Park. So we have been there for years. This is our third year going, and it is from 8:30 to 12:30. So that is where you're going to always find me in person, and I'll have my moss bags, moss creations, new things that you've not ever seen before because I haven't had time to film and show them online. That's where you'll find me. So if you're really wanting to grab something and be in person, just follow once again my Instagram, my TikTok, and you'll see where I'll have those markets and where I'll be at. But I also wanted to come on here because I'm trying to get a lot of questions about the moss bag. I'm like obsessed with some of the new yarns that I found. When it comes to the stuff that I create, a lot of the yarns go out of stock, so I have to constantly find alternatives. And there's been so many times I get stock coming in because you can't find the stuff in person. You have to order a bunch of it online, and it'll just be awful, awful textures. I've only thrown, I think, one skein across the room and said absolutely never again. And it was called, what was it? Scentsy Teddy, I think was the name, and it was from Amazon. As soon as I touched that, it felt like a microfiber towel, and I just chucked it. I was like, ah! Like, no, absolutely not. We cannot do those textures here. But the inside is a cotton lining or cotton liner. I hand sew it in, and then I do a metal clasp to keep the bag closed. Ta-da! And I have the handle wrapped right now, so that way it can be a cute little like shoulder bag. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I will be prioritizing all of my in-person markets for September and October just because I have so many, and a lot of them are expecting my amigurumi woodland plushies and the dolls that I do. And those dolls take about 12 hours to create. I honestly think once those are sold out, that is it. I'm not creating anymore because I am now niching down even more to the things that make me happy and bring me joy, which are my mossy creations, my clothing, my bags. I still love my felted crochet woodland creatures like my fox. Those are always going to stay. So I see a big fat cat walking across. Squirrel moment. But I just really wanted to take a moment so that way you all are just like, what is happening? Because I'm probably going to be just reposting the same things whenever I can actually record a little bit more frequent, I guess, until I can actually sit down, edit, and upload new content, because that in itself takes a minute. So right now I'm cooking. I stepped away. I have a timer on. So I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to record because I don't want to get like too into making a new item just yet. So once I get done, I'm doing like beans and rice, and it just takes forever because the beans take forever to get soft. But where was I going? Side quest. I have so many of those. Oh Lord, what was it? Oh yeah, like if you're coming here to look for the log purse tutorial pattern, because I'm going to do the backpack, the log purse, the fairy backpack, the fairy purse. Oh, you all haven't seen that one yet. I had a mushroom fairy bag that was so popular at any of my past markets, and I'll be bringing those back again for this year. Kids love them, adults love them. They're like cute little houses for any of the creatures. So, but these items, if they're not out September and October, it's literally because I am trying to make as much as I can for my in-person markets. The videos are coming, and then I think there's something wrong with my camera that I bought because it just blacks out after like 2 minutes of filming. So I need to see if it's user error, because that's what I'm banking it being, instead of it actually being a camera error. But if that's the case, I'm just going to record everything on my phone, since that's something that I do know, and then download, I guess, CapCut so I can edit before I upload things to YouTube, because this is all just like free for me blabbing and then just uploading the video. Because I didn't realize you couldn't edit inside YouTube unless there's another way, and I just haven't figured that one out, which I could totally see that being a thing too. So if you don't see those tutorials like September and October, that is why. And then after October is when I can actually finally sit down, edit things, get them uploaded, because I want y'all to have a bunch of free tutorials before the holidays get here so you can make things for your friends, family, yourself, all of that. So it looks like I'm actually now at the subscriber to be monetized, like the amount, but I need to get to 4,000 watch hours. And in order to get to 4,000 watch hours, I need to get these things out there. It's just finding the time. I am so limited on time. So pretty much 50 hours is on orders. I try to do about 15 to 20 hours on market makes every Saturday. And that is literally what I do. I wake up at 6:30. I have to get the kids together to school, come back. And then that is when I either start making lunch for them later on. And then once that's done, I can sit down, focus on work. And then at 2 o'clock, I'm back out there on the road again, picking up all the kids from all the different schools. Then I come back, we work on homework, do dinner, and then I'm back to crocheting all the way until I go to bed. So that's about typically like 10 o'clock, even 11 o'clock, I'm pushing it on some nights. All crocheting. So I'm getting a lot of really mean, nasty, mean comments and even messages, because I guess people don't have the balls to say it on the video publicly, where there's like, where the hell is this pattern, and where is the tutorial? Well, it's only been very recent. I went incredibly viral, and orders are coming in, and I'm working on orders, and I just don't have the time to sit aside. Now in July I did, when I did the residency, and I already told everybody, but I mean, not everyone sees all the videos. Sorry, there was a fly. But that was because it was so horrible. The background was too busy. You couldn't actually see what I was doing. The tutorial was on what I have right now on my neck, and you just couldn't see what I was actually doing, and it was a moot tutorial, but I had it saved in my TikTok drafts, and I was going to go ahead and post it anyway. When I went to post, it said like some weird error, and it did it again, and then I tried it the next day, did it again. So I'm like, okay, this footage is just never going to be uploaded. So I took that as literally like divine saying, do not upload this, do this correctly. So that's what I'm doing. So I will be re-recording and getting that uploaded for you guys. Don't worry, it's still coming. It's just market season is crazy. That's the business that I've been running for like 3 years right now. And I wasn't expecting all of this stuff on the internet and online to happen the way it did, which is amazing. I've never been able to actually have a normal income in such a long time. It's been the biggest blessing of my life for the family to actually be able to go to a store, and if my child is wanting something, I can get it, to being able to actually purchase a bag of chips. I've always had to prioritize like real food over the junk food, and you know, kids want junk food, and I haven't been able to do that until this year. So try not to get teary-eyed. It's been rough. It's been tough. And I mean, I worked in mortgage for over a decade. I had to leave because of the kids losing their buses, I now had to become somebody who drove their kids to and from school. And I don't know if you've ever dealt with car rider lines, especially schools that were not equipped for every student to be a car rider. You're in line for a very long time, and I have to go to multiple schools. So it's like 2 hours in the afternoon and it's an hour in the morning. You can't do that with a normal 9 to 5. I even did sales to see if that would give me some wiggle room. It was supposed to, and then I made myself too valuable. And I was seen as somebody who needed to be at the desk for pretty much 10 hours of the day running the team, and that was not what I signed up for. And eventually I had to part ways, and then every company after that, it was just the same. They would say my schedule was fine, I would get hired on, and it was an issue. So I decided to go the entrepreneur route. I started off with a cleaning business, did that for a year, and that was the perfect thing to start with because I got to learn how to do square income, invoices, work with my hands, heal a lot. Corporate America will burn you out and it will destroy your mind. It destroyed mine. And there was so much healing working with my hands, and then going and helping people, being with them one-on-one, getting their lives together basically. And then I have lifelong friends from when I did that business, and then finally being like, okay, it is time to be a creative. You've always been an artist, let's do this. And that's where I'm at now, and that's a whole nother video that I can do on how to start that. But mortgage is what gave me that good, I guess, financial rock at the time to be able to pursue this. And so, oh my goodness, it is now almost 12 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, just to give you all an update and to be transparent so you know what is happening, what's going on. I know things keep getting pushed back, and I don't mean to do that. It is now, it's fall season, it's market season. If you're a vendor, you know that this is go time. So I have to prioritize those. Otherwise, I will ruin relationships that I've had with these market events for the past few years, and I'm not doing that. So things will be here. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll have like a show where I don't sell anything and I get to actually keep my inventory and get stuff filmed and uploaded, which is typically like, sometimes that's happened. Like, what was it, in June or July, we got rained out and I was like, oh, a free time. And I was able to design and do a bunch of stuff, which is how these came about. So yeah, that's it. I am so awkward with goodbyes, even with the camera. I am so sorry. Bye.